on now to back to Vietnam. Chriselle Acuna joins us live. Hello, Chriselle. Excited to hear your updates there in Ho Chi Minh. Hello, Chriselle.
Hello, Alma. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go ahead,
Yes.
Chriselle.
So let's hear the latest from Vietnam. Vietnam does not prohibit international flights, according to Aviation Authority. Deputy Chief of the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam, Vo Huy Kung, has recently affirmed there is no restriction on any international air route, and that is up to airlines to decide whether they want to resume regular flights in the context that Vietnam still bars entry to foreigners. At a government meeting on June 10, Prime Minister Nguyen Xuan Phuc asked authorities to enable experts, investors, business managers, and skilled workers to enter Vietnam to resume work following mandatory quarantine. Vietnam has been entry to foreign nationals since March 22 and suspended international flights from March 25 in a bid to curb the spread of novel coronavirus disease. In accordance with Prime Minister Phuc's direction on June 10, the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam has issued a notice to Vietnamese airlines that there is no longer restriction on any flight route, including to China, where the first COVID-19 outbreak was reported. For instance, a flag carrier Vietnam Airlines has been operating for 4 regular flights from Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City to Seoul in South Korea on a weekly basis. In addition, charter and cargo flights have also been bringing foreign passengers to Vietnam. Japanese and Taiwanese airlines also carried experts and skilled workers to Vietnam, with, of course, the permission from the CAV. And according to Kung, if airlines seek to resume regular international flights, the CAV shall review the request to give permission. Now we can remember, Alma, that the government permitted safe destinations, or those that where there have been no new cases of COVID-19, for at least 30 days. The destinations being considered includes Seoul in South Korea, Gwangju in China, Tokyo in Japan, Taiwan, Cambodia, and Laos. And also, we can remember that the government issued a resolution to permit citizens from 80 countries to get an e-visa starting from July 1. Another update, Australia provides $3.4 million for Vietnam to recover from COVID-19. The World Bank Group and the Australian government have committed a further Australian dollars of 5 million, equivalent to 3.4 million US dollars, to supporting Vietnam's economic recovery and protecting the most vulnerable from the negative impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, the bank said in a press release on Wednesday. The fund, provided by the Australian government and administered by the World Bank Group, is additional financing on the ongoing Australia-World Bank Group strategic partnership that focuses on aiding Vietnam's development agenda through sharing knowledge and advising policymaking. The additional funding will help address Vietnam's emerging challenges and critical needs after COVID-19, said Osmain Dion, the World Bank Country Director for Vietnam. The funds will also be directed toward economic recovery activities, including accelerating the execution of the investment program, while deepening the trade integration, supporting the private sector in strengthening resilience against future shocks through structural reforms and taking advantage of the digital agenda by reducing transaction costs for government, people, and businesses. This program of work takes forward part of the 10.5 million Australian dollars commitment from Australia toward Vietnam's COVID-19 recovery efforts, discussed in a meeting between Ambassador Moody and Vietnam's Minister of Planning and Investment, Nguyen Chi Dung, on June 5. So for this latest from Vietnam, Alma.
Right, thank you very much, Chriselle, for your updates there in Vietnam. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you so much, Alma. From EBC Vietnam Bureau, this is Chriselle Yacuna. We live in interesting times.